6 there, and a gorgeous day here in Sacramento. Double-double of the season. Come on, overs, which led to 36 Sixer points Friday after a 5th straight loss here at home as DeRozan then went down to Los Angeles, lost a 6th straight game as up a very short-handed Mavericks squad to end a 6-game slide here on Monday as Maxey and the Sixers were blowing out the Blazers up in Portland. What a save by Timetable, and it leads to a PG-3.
Complete control the whole time. He knew exactly where his body was. He knew what he had to do to save it, get it to his teammate, and keep himself intact in one piece.
I didn't know that Tyrese was skilled at parkour. That looked just like it.
Reminded me of Bo Jackson when he kind of climbed over the home run.
There you go. The center field fence is a Kansas City Royal, right?
You saw the little two-man game earlier with Sabonis getting DeRozan open that time. Sabonis the beneficiary.
Tyrese Maxey, 9 consecutive 20-plus point performances. 3+ threes in a franchise record, 9 straight, and that's going to be the first an easy foul call on. Maybe he was just wanting to show off the fresh New Balance kicks or something.
They are fresh.
Mission accomplished either way. Here's Paul George, ball with 9 in Monday's win. Got into foul trouble early, so hoping to get going first half. That fadeaway short with a number of Kings defending him.
Trying to go at Malik Monk, who's not known as a great defender, but he did force him to do a fadeaway.
Sabonis bodying his way in.
He's too strong. He's got patience. If you're not going to send a double team until he gets a high percentage look.
Sabonis with 17 points, 16 rebounds in Monday's win over the Mavericks. Interestingly, had his lowest scoring games of the season against the Sixers last year.
Joel Embiid's existence might have something to do with that, I would venture to say.
There's a chance, yeah. Under 13 points in the 2 games against the Sixers last year. Kings and Sixers splitting the season series last season.
I'll tell you who has had success in the past is De'Aaron Fox. He's actually hit a game winner against the Sixers.
Averaged 22 points in the 2 games against the Sixers last season, did De'Aaron. Rashawn Yabusele around it. This is Keon Ellis stepping into the starting lineup tonight. Keegan Murray unavailable because of a left ankle sprain. There's Malik.
Leave him open. He's not shy.
Another Kentucky one and done. The 3 gets it back though, thanks to Kyle Lowry. That one, Paul George. DeMar DeRozan still trying to find his offensive footing with his new team. Just 14 points for DeMar in Monday's win. He's had fewer than 15 points in 4 of the last 6 games.
Well, it's interesting because this is a team prior to him coming here that liked to run and get up the floor. Yep. Now they have to be more deliberate because he needs the ball of Fox and Sabonis thriving.
Easy money for Tom on the other end. And now here come the Kings quickly down the floor.
Well, and that's kind of like what was mystifying about Coach Brown being fired. Nice.
Doug Christie, interim head coach. Maxey and Yabu 11th right now in the East.
I like the angle, too.
Don't like the bucket there, though. 4 minutes tonight coming off, as I mentioned in the open, a 33-point performance on Monday. Lowry catch and shoot from the slots. Aaron Domas with it, ahead to Malik Monk, who leaked out. Kyle doesn't do enough. Malik thought he got the foul, no whistle, but a tough 2. George hit the first bucket of the night for the Sixers. Throws that one into the hands of Keon Ellis.
Kind of telegraphed that one.
Oh, great defense by Maxey. De'Aaron Fox was asking for it on the weak side.
Really sound passer. Rare when you see him just be off like that.
Averaging over 6 assists a night. David Martin leaves that short.
A big guy who can stretch the defense with his jump shot. Herder.
Saw a lot of him with the Hawks. Paul George there.
Good execution, a little quick hitter off of that side out of bounds.
And the hope is, a couple weeks ago in Charlotte on a Monday night, PG and Tyrese found a really nice rhythm between themselves, leading the Sixers to a nice victory over the Hornets, and that was one of the things that foul was on Yabu, his first, team's second. Here's Malik Monk on the curl. There's Sabonis with the rebound. And Sabonis is blocked by George. Whips it out to Lyles, who traveled. So good defense.
Going small right now with this lineup and the lineup in there.
We will take it. Maxey, Martin, Paul George, Ershani Yabusele, and Ricky Council the fourth has checked in early tonight. PG squares up, fires, and connects on another triple. This is a good
free up Paul. He comes out ready to shoot.
8 in his first 6 minutes tonight. Hopefully this will be the one that Cracks things open for Paul George. Kevin Herter off the heel, rebound, Ricky Council. Allen, third year for him out of the University of Alabama. Tasked with trying to slow down Tyrese Maxey. Good luck with that, as always. Good ball movement here from the Sixers. Shot clock, though, down to 5. Maxey whips it out to Ricky. Ershon steps in front. Somebody's got to take a shot. Caleb heaves and hits. Good ball. So it wasn't Caleb's prettiest 3, but we will take it.
Well, when you got it going, you got...
Sixers run out of the timeout that Nick Nurse took, and suddenly we are tied at 15 with 5 to play in this first quarter. That's just too easy. Nice pass. Sabonis.
They're turning the corner and finding Sabonis. Nice bounce pass.
8 for George. First of 2 meetings between these teams on the season. Ricky Council, the 4th, off the heel.
Well, and this guy, too, he seems more comfortable here in Sacramento than he has in any other stop in his career.
That's a tough shot blocked and a great save from Kevin Herter.
Herter got good size against Maxey as a defender, used that length.
There's Herter. Not known for that shot. Looks a little awkward as a result. Domas misses the bunny. Big rebound there from Paul George.
The shot goes up.
George shadowed by Kevin Herter.
Hands, too much hands.
A little too much there, so that's the first on Herter. But as you were saying about bounce per game in the NBA, 7th in points in the paint.
Does a lot of things like his dad, but there's some things that are quite different.
And yet, Kings 14 and 19 on the season, so you're still trying to figure things out as well. Paul George fouled and banks it in here in Sacramento.
We're going to take that basket with us on the next road trip we have, because that one...
Tonight, and take on the Golden State Warriors tomorrow night to wrap up this 4-game run. Play scored 8 of the Sixers' last 11 points. He's got 11 in his first 8 minutes tonight.
How big is California? You can drive on the East Coast through like 5 or 6 states to cover
Maybe
500
7.
miles, right?
Maybe
And
7.
here, you're still in the same
Still
state.
going. Like, have we made it to Palm Desert yet? Nope, still got 100 miles. Here's DeMar DeRozan checking back in for Sacramento from the free throw line.
Both rims. It'll be very welcoming.
56% for the Kings on that end. Herter, the last to touch it, will be Sixers season for the Sixers. 125 and biggest margin of victory. They were plus 22 over the Blazers in that one. They've won 4 straight. Paul George looking for more. That one a little short.
Unit has been, in particular, that afternoon game against the Celtics up in Boston. Let's see what this second unit can do here on the road. The 3rd game of 4 on the road.
Defense there, lays it up and in.
I should say the 3rd game of 4 on the West Coast. We do come back and play the Nets.
That is an interesting road trip. And
Is that
really,
the word you're using? Interesting? Okay.
if you tie in the Celtics game on Christmas, it's a 6-game roadie, even though the Sixers did come back after that one. Paul George off front iron, liking the confidence that PG's playing with though tonight. The 4th game he's played in the last month plus, only played 3 games in December, and Drum had to leave midway through that Spurs win with a toe contusion. So let's see how long and...
Trying to do the best he can, stay disciplined, stay on the floor. It's a fun little matchup.
Maxey switching, pausing in midair to lay that up and in.
At full speed, he's doing all that.
And then defense goes.
Good look, Ricky.
Caleb lost it, we'll pull it back out. Maxey, tough shot, facing, firing, a little bit short on the 3.
Deflect that, saw that pass going.
Herter to his right, high off the window, too strong, another Drummond rebound.
He has been strong all 3 of his shots.
And Ricky, when we saw the Kings end of last season in March, and Ricky, as we know that he had energy, and Nick Nurse putting him into the game early tonight. 23. DeMar DeRozan with 4. Sabonis with 8. DeRozan up and over Tyrese off the heel. Rebound knocked out, picked up by Gordon.
Good job defending without fouling. You don't want to bail these guys out. Make them make those shots.
Eric Gordon, welcome you, EG.
Good to see him and Andre, to see Eric draining some jumpers.
Giving the Sixers the 26-23 lead. Sacramento has missed their last 5 shots. Let's see what they do here. DeRozan tied up.
Good rhythm on that release. Nice to get your first one going if you're Eric.
There's Eric. Last saw him in the loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers in Cleveland. And more for all the info, Sixers.com/flex. Hits them both, breaking that 8-0 Sixers run. Eric Gordon back to his left. Off front iron, but a foul underneath, and I believe that's going to be on Alex Len. Let's see. Yep, from Ed Malloy, the first on Len.
What?
Andre, of course, in his 13th season out of UConn. And Andre rattled back for the second half of this back-to-back. Andre splits between the clocks as his first quarter winds down tonight in Northern California.
Doesn't look like they're going to go to.
Go ahead here. End of this frame. Instead, they'll turn it over.
76ers playing a role.
Paul George coming back in, potentially to add to his 11 first quarter points. Good work by like that.
10.3 seconds left, 10.3 seconds.
Maxey with 6. Good defense from Lyles. Maxey trying to get it out to George. Heaves, and he's fouled. Paul George was fouled. So at least 2 free throws coming. Hard to see from our angle where his feet were. And that was something that Doug Christie talked about in his post-game presser, or pre-game, I beg your pardon, presser. Just that Philly's defense has gotten better and better the last couple of weeks. Big reason they're on this 4-game win streak. Right back to Paul George they go, off the window.
They're going to be worried about you.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
You can see in the future.
That's Doug McDermott.
We talked about the many qualities we love about his game, but one of the underrated ones is his rebounding ability.
Edwards for 3, a little bit short. Fox there with the weak side rebound, and then this is Fox, fouled by, I believe they're going to give this to Reggie. Let's, Well, we were speaking of Kentucky one and dones, and Justin is another, of course, a Philly native, as we know. Maxey is another. Wildcats tonight.
It's like a pickup game in Lexington in the summertime.
And De'Aaron played together quite a bit, spinning, fading, and hitting. PG continuing to play well here in Sacramento.
Footwork along the baseline. You see how he just shrugs off the defender there, Fox.
McDermott lost it right into the hands of Edwards. I appreciated your effort. I appreciated your effort.
Didn't sound right as soon as it came out.
Catch and shoot from Eric Gordon, and how good is it to have this guy back in the...
Seeming locked in right now, especially shooting-wise.
Yeah, he was only expecting to miss 1 game after the oral surgery, but and as anybody who's had surgery on their teeth know that stuff can just go weird really quickly.
It's a very intimate pain. It is right there in front of you. It's hard to escape. So when you saw Eric in the last couple of his own skin, but this has certainly got to help the cause.
4 quick ones in the second quarter for De'Aaron Fox. He's got 11 now to lead the Kings. 18 for Paul George.
Paul's like, how is that? He's slapping all over me.
Paul pulls up in De'Aaron's face. Wanted to make his statement, unable to do so that trip down. Here comes DeRozan. Edwards doing his best to stay in front of him, but the mid-range ball.
So much game. And if you're going to allow him multiple dribbles and not send help, that's going to happen more often than not. He's just too good.
8 now for DeRozan. Drummond with Len behind him. Fox coming over to help. Look at on.
And Lenz is no small body either. He is not easy to him and pushing him back on his heels. Alex Len having a hard time.
Fox off the screen. Way too strong. Len, though, the offensive rebounds. Trey Lyles from outside.
And now this is a big guy who can shoot threes and he stretches the floor. Rebound, but he knocks down threes, does Lyles.
Drummond on the reverse this time. Andre with back-to-back buckets.
Covering the midfoot, able to get it to the other side of the rim, up and in.
Unfortunately, Gordon 2 for 3 from downtown. Monk blocked by Gordon. Ahead it goes to EG. And Eric will lay it up and in. 8 quick ones tonight for Gordon and Doug Christie, and the Kings won back after missing the last 4. Just over 8 to go in our first half. This is number 3 of 4. Foul. Flanked by a number of guys who did coach here in Sacramento. All 3 assistant coaches, Brian Gates, Bobby Jackson, and Rico Hines, all were coaches for the Kings organization. They are.
See the brain trust.
Kings to a G League best 25-7 record.
That's coaching right there. Yep. 25-7 in the G League. You know how hard that is to do.
Yeah.
You don't even know who you have on a night-to-night basis, depending on who gets called up.
No pick and roll. Drummond trying to get it back. Unfortunately, another Sixers turnover. It's going to be number 4 on the night.
Usher doing her best Red Fox impersonation. Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby. It's the big one, Elizabeth.
Sabonis drops it onto her, and then
Fingers crossed for tomorrow.
Not playing back-to-backs just yet because trying to keep the knee swelling that kept him out for more games than any of us were expecting earlier in the season. Hoping to keep that down. Paul George, full head of steam off the window for 20 already tonight.
Slow to get up, though. He's still along that. Went to the basket real hard.
And Nick Nurse is trying to tell his guys or somebody to foul. Unfortunately, an easy bucket on the other end by Malik Monk as head athlete Eric Gordon and Andre Drummond, the 5 on the floor. No Joel, no Kelly Oubre tonight because of a left hand injury that Kelly suffered while swiping a career-high 8 balls Monday in Portland.
I'd like to see Reggie get engaged like we have a couple of games in his career.
Herter thinks better of that layup attempt with Drummond closing. Good closeout by Caleb Martin. Lining out from Herter, just in defense on De'Aaron, and his defense right there on Kevin Herter. Just keep an eye on the way Caleb plays defense, kids.
So active and he's so disciplined.
Here's who he said, "Allah, I got you." Reggie Jackson right on target.
No delay, wait no further.
Just give me one more possession, Allah Abdel All and Kate out here in Sacramento. Appreciate you all staying up late with us again. Demonis Sabonis, that is. And combine the names, misses, and he has missed tonight. He doesn't do that often.
No, point-blank range. Sixers more fortunate than anything else. You can't give their defense much credit there. Reggie.
Back-to-back, not that time, but Drummond, little tip drill to himself. Eric Gordon connects on another tonight for EG, and the bench is loving it.
Time to shoot a 3 is after an offensive rebound. Drummond kicks it to Eric, ready to shoot.
Sixers bench outscoring the Kings right now 22-3.
He has shown us a different aspect to his game. Known as a finisher, here he's a facilitator and he's getting the ball to his teammates.
Gordon looking for more. That one just a little bit of confidence. Gershon Yabusele at the scores table. He'll check in. Next stop action as we approach the 5-minute mark in this first half. Here's Monk now potentially looking to get his own off the Sabonis screen. Kicks out. Trey Lyles, top of the key 3. 10th-year player out of the University of Kentucky, Trey Lyles.
He does it. He's got good size. He comes from weak to the middle of the floor and just lets that one fly over the defender.
One 3-pointer away from 600 in his career now is Trey Lyles. Behind the back, good ball movement here. Great fake from Caleb. Scoops to Andre Drummond, and Andre will head back to the line and shoot.
Going through lately, happy for the man.
Do we call it the Ricky Rowley All-Star? With each submission, you're entered for a chance to win a trip to All-Star Weekend in Simp. Cast your vote today and every day until January 20th. And if you were wondering why they were excited, free pizza in the first half on 2 missed free throws here in Sacramento. Sabonis.
About stuff in the first half. I see.
Well, maybe that's why they're struggling to close out in clutch games. Sometimes you need a little extra motivation in the second half, like we have in South Philly. Good news is Paul George is at the scorers table, getting set to check back in for your Sixers. Drummond, little bully ball there, hook shot.
That little jab out there just to test the waters, create some space. Little baby hook over that left shoulder.
Felt like the waters parted a bit.
Fell through for him.
8 for Andre. Go along with 5 rebounds and a couple of assists. Trey Lyles looking for his 6th.
And I can tell you that he didn't shoot it like that at Kentucky. He has worked on his game over the course of become a new era big guy who can face up and knock down threes.
He was taken 12th overall back in that 2015 draft. All 3 picks ahead of our Kelly Oubre Jr. Ellis blocking Martin, but Caleb winning it back from the corner. Tried to silence to do so. Here's Monk.
Kings showing his zone that time defensively.
Scoops it to Sabonis. Jump.
Opportunity by Malik Monk.
4 assists tonight in the way for Sacramento. As you mentioned, it's a new aspect to his game.
One I don't think he even had or considered 3-4 years ago, especially like his days in Charlotte.
No chance. Andre doubles, Drum going back to the hook.
Oh, I'll take shots like that. I'll live with the results.
Yep, me too. Sabonis open down low, the kick out. Lyles finally misses one from 3. First miss for Lyles from outside. He's 3 of 4 now. Sixers with a 5-point holiday break. Tyrese doubled up near the timeline and right on the sideline in front of us. Yabu hands it back to Tyrese. Shot clock at 3. Maxey step back, long tray, and just a little bit too strong on the delivery too.
For him.
Lyles got hit in the face inadvertently by Gershon Yabusele getting that rebound. Let's see if that has any impact on his game. Kentucky on Kentucky here. They could hit buckets as well. And now the interim head coach of the Sacramento Kings. Well, don't miss out on this year's theme and promotional night, Sixers fans. A lot of this January actually back in South Philly. As I'll mention, we'll go to Beats, and then we'll head home to South Philly.
Again, the Kings, we walk there. Sixers lucky.
And Malik Monk is going to get, I don't know, it could have just been two very deliberate steps that felt like a travel.
No, he looked indecisive there. But here's the thing. You've seen it more. You have to anticipate knowing that they might use it on you.
As Doug told us before the game, he wants his guys to be aggressive, especially on the defensive end. Catch and shoot. Kyle Lowry off the heel. Gershon tried to knock it out to Paul George. Unfortunately, Paul couldn't keep it in bounds. 136ers 0 for their last 4. Kings on a little 7-0 run here, pulling within 3 as we approach the 92nd mark in this second quarter. Fox the drive and dish. Ellis looking for a little space. Ellis straight on 3. 54.
Got a sideways spin on that ball. Somehow still dropped. Awkward looking release though.
He's been shooting 43% from 3 the last 7 games, has Keon Ellis. Big one there. Lowry the driving kick. Gershon from the corner.
When they can, especially off a long rebound.
Sabonis with 13, Fox with 13 to lead the way for these Kings. And then Domas turns it over.
Another kind of unforced error there, just missed the pass.
Caleb, slot triple, jackpot for he take the lead with just under 40 seconds to go in this first half.
Just the response you were hoping for from a...
Ready tonight for the Kings. Monk looking to respond, that one too strong. Caleb to Tyrese Maxey. Looks like the Sixers will wind off as much of this first half clock as possible. With 6, Paul George with 20 in this first half. As it knocked away by Sabonis.
Oh, cow. What was that?
Might have gotten away with a travel, might have gotten away with a carry. Lyles short on the 3, knocked out to Fox. Fox the double clutch, and it goes. Yabusele did a great job forcing Fox to double pump that 3. Brain, no Joel Embiid, just knee swelling management. Expecting to have Joe back tomorrow night when we play the second half of a back-to-back down at the Chase Center in San Francisco against Steph Curry and those Golden State Warriors. No Keegan Murray tonight for Sacramento. It was all Paul George in the first half. 20, his second 20-point half as a Sixer, but unable to make the bucket. Here's Malik Monk. Monk had 6 in the first half. DeRozan had 8. DeRozan from the L is where he does his damage. First lead for the Kings since they led 23-22 in the first.
Loves operating at that elbow, that one rhythm dribble to get him going. Pulls up and is able to knock down that little 15, 16-footer.
Third King in double figures with that bucket. Caleb. 8 now for Caleb, who's playing tremendous defense as well. Look at Yabu getting on the floor. Caleb there too. And somehow Ellis gets it back for Sacramento. And then Kyle Lowry on Malik Monk. 59 all here in Sacktown. Tyrese tied up. Paul George, quick trigger from beyond. And P23 and counting tonight for George.
Nice penetration making that possible.
Third three-pointer tonight for Paul. He's 3 of 4 from outside. A very efficient 8 for 13 from the fields.
2 former teammates going at each other.
Really good friend. Spent 6 years together with the Raptors. Nick was there as an assistant coach for most of them before DeMar got traded down to San Antonio. Gershon up.
Good spacing of the floor. Great ball movement to kick to Gershon.
Good defense.
Penetration to kick to Gershon in the corner.
Sele, that is a career best. It's been so important for Nick Nurse and George, leading all scores tonight. Second 20-point half of the season, had his other in sharp. Those Sixer high 33 points. Shot clock at 5. Maxey into the purple paint, the lefty floater.
And the left hand too, the high teardrop.
10-1, Sixers run, pushing the lead to 7. Monk drawing it up and in. Nicely done by Malik Monk.
Good body control from Monk off of that baseline cut.
Sabonis had 14 rebounds in the first half. Paul George, too strong. Number 15 to go along with his 13 first half points. Fox, wow, up and in. That was impressive.
Looked like he was going to pass it too, and then at the last minute realized he had no outlets and just let it go.
Gershon, slot triple.
Advantage of that slow defensive reaction.
So confident. Sabonis tried to sneak it in.
You see the King.
Reese, Caleb, all the way up, and it's just out of bounds.
And if you're that guy, don't be discouraged. That was one more look at it. Absorbs the contact from Yabu. Finishes, wanted the foul.
13 and 16 for Sabonis. 10 for DeRozan. Monk with a double pump. Skims off the ball. Continuing to pop on this end for the Sixers. Larry Short. DeRozan.
Strength there. Putting the ball on the floor. Able to slice through defenders.
Six-time NBA All-Star. DeRozan trying to find his footing with his new team here in Sacramento. Step back. Tyrese Maxey.
On him too. Tyrese had to work hard to create that separation.
Into double figures now is Maxey. He's got 11. Tyrese the steal. Tyrese keeping it himself off the window. No, but time to go. Shoot 2 free throw. Joel Embiid. No Kelly Oubre Jr. tonight. Eric Gordon, Andre Drummond though back in the fold. Tyrese hits them both to go along with a team-high 5 assists for Mr. Maxey. Lead 9 for the Sixers.
Good switch there. Yabu aware of Herter coming off open.
Domas asking for it. A two-man game here between Lyles and Speed tonight on the Kings, who are usually really good at that category. As Paul is fouled by Sabonis, and it's going to be number 3 on Domas.
Sabonis just getting a piece of Paul there.
On Sabonis. That may be the only thing that can slow him down tonight, because again, a double-double in the first half. Ellis knocked it away, Sabonis grabs it, and then Yabusele is going to get whistled. It's always fun watching Bobby come back to this place. Everybody wants his autograph, everybody wants a picture. It's
much beloved.
Very cool. Ellis from the corner, that one's way short. But Ellis able to save it.
Case.
Here's Monk using Sabonis. Whips it across the court to Keon Ellis. Off the heel, the tap out by Sabonis. Beg your pardon, that was Herter who tapped that one out. Monk to Sabonis.
So quick with that release too, before the rotation from the help side can come and have an effect.
15 points, 16 rebounds tonight for Sabonis. Maxey takes it back to Yabu. George down the lane, through everybody in ball.
That's a great read too. What looked like a broken play down at the beyond the three-point line. He was able to gather control and just get to the basket, slithering his way through multiple defenders.
77-68 Sixers. And 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Third of 4th on the West Coast for your Sixers. Warriors tomorrow night right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Ellis.
Shoot the basketball, but it works for Ellis.
Second three-pointer he's made tonight. He's got 6. Couple of blocks, couple of steals. Maxey splits the Kings defense. Tried to scoop it up and in, couldn't connect.
It's a little strong.
Sabonis whips it out to Lyles, who steps into a 3. 25 for George, leading all scorers. Paul to his left, 7 for George.
Went right at the defender, in this case Sabonis, but used his left hand to throw him off.
Monk right into George's check. Great night for PG. He just did, though, pick up his 3rd personal foul. Malik Monk tonight, 11th overall pick out of Kentucky back in the 2017 draft. Sixers looking for a 5th straight win for the first time this season. Paul George!
You can tell he's feeling it, confident on that pull-up.
30 tonight for George. Maxey to steal. And then, unfortunately, Tyrese. 3:40 in this third quarter to play. Fox just able to keep it in. De'Aaron Fox.
He can be at times on the smaller side, but he plays bigger, especially in big moments.
Sabonis way out beyond the arc, guarding George. First shot, Yabusele up. Doug Christie calls time because it was great all the way app and opt into the fourth quarter frenzy promo to get started. Herter, Gordon in as well. So we got Council, Gordon, PG, Yabu, and Tyrese Maxey, the 5 Sixers out there at the moment.
Cool to see Ricky to be the first guy coming off the bench.
Maxey.
Full offense, create the mismatch he wants, shoots that over Lyles.
30 points and counting in this third quarter for the Sixers. DeRozan, no. Sabonis missed as well, and George got a hand in there. Loose ball is grabbed by Sabonis. Herter, the baseline drive, blocked from behind by Yabusele, who
first he got it before as it left Herter's hand.
Maxey driving on Herter, bouncing it to Paul George. PG, rainbow three, just a little bit short. George leading all scorers tonight with 30, just 3 away from his Sixer and season high of 33. Sabonis asking for it, hands off to DeRozan. And it looked like there was somebody. No whistle, Domas lays it up and in. 7-point Sixers lead, final $1:45 of the third. Two-man game with Tyrese and Paul. Tyrese Maxey, Ricky Council getting under there for the tough offensive rebound, and then waited a little bit too long to kick that one out.
That was a tough one by Tyrese.
Knocked away by Sabonis.
He has been really clumsy with the basketball.
Maxey, the left.
Usually got really sure hands, does Sabonis, but today he has bobbled.
See with a dozen in this quarter, PG with 10, 89-86ers. Fox with 21. He's leading the way for Sacramento. Sabonis kicks out. DeRozan, not known for that shot. Long rebound, last touch spot.
Offensive end. If he doesn't get his, he's going to get others involved as well. There's the blood. I know how he feels. You never assume that getting back into the game or on the court is something you're entitled to. You don't want to give that up.
Ellis ran off from 3. One here for the Sixers. PG, the pull-up, around and out.
Quite sure he was in rhythm on that shot. He kind of pulled up a little quick.
Now Fox taking his time. 21 for De'Aaron tonight. Ellis wide open, and leaves that 3.
Not time if you push it.
And Kings had a foul to give, so De'Aaron takes it to just mess with the rhythm a bit. And Tyrese Maxey coming back in, a little off, head back out for the final 3.9 in this third quarter.
Because of that foul, the Sixers have to reset.
Unfortunately, that's a backcourt violation because Caleb was in the front court, and Caleb. Herter into Lyles, pulls up, leaves that one short, and that will do it. So 12 more minutes to go out here in California. Ed Malloyan. Ed wasn't having it. So a technical on Trey Lyles. Feet on his back to stay loose while he's out here to start this fourth quarter. Jackson, Gordon, Drummond, Maxey, and Ricky Council the fourth. The 5 Sixers
are leaning back on his heels. That's all the daylight that a guy like Fox needed.
Eric Gordon with a dozen. Just 3 away from his season high that he set in his hometown, Indianapolis, Indiana. Council, pass Fox, off the window, a little bit too strong. And Lyles diving for it, hands it off to Ellis. Sixers won the third quarter, 32-23. Fox, long 2, heat up.
His confidence will continue to soar. So he faces the red, white, and blue of the Sixers.
25 and counting tonight for Fox. Maxey lost it a couple of times on that possession.
3 seconds.
They had 7 in the first half, 7 in that third quarter. Lyles drumming the rebound. 7 now from beyond the arc. Gordon lost it, gets it back, lost it again. Still plenty of time. Ricky behind the back to Drummond, and Doug McDermott McDermott, the trail three, around and off. Jackson wrapped up and threw Trey Lyles to the ground. Sixers looking for their 5th straight win for the first time this year. Have the 6-point lead here. Fox for three, wide right. Sixers 13 and 17 on the season, 11th right now in the Eastern Conference. Kings 14 and 19, they're 12th in the West. Maxey, long runner.
8-foot runner, right? He let that go from the free throw line. That's hard to do.
Martin tied up DeMar DeRozan, and the Sixers get the steal. 20 and counting for Maxey. Maxey using the Andre Drummond screen. Wildcat on Wildcat here. Maxey, long step back. 20-point performance. He's got 3 threes in a franchise best 9 straight. He's 2 of 7 from outside tonight. Fox fouls, and he'll shoot. And Fox hitting San Francisco to take on the Warriors tomorrow night here on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Catch and shoot from Eric Gordon. No, big rebound from Reggie Jackson.
Good recognition from Reggie to kick it out to Caleb right away.
Maxey, step back. Wide left. Maxey 2 for 8 from beyond tonight. DeRozan plays it up and in. Kings. Drummond spinning to the baseline.
We're hoping for a Sixer response in any form.
Fox.
Just so darn good. And he has gone through his struggles earlier in the year, but he seems to be playing some pretty good basketball right now, does Fox.
Back and forth we go. Caleb in tough 2 for Caleb Martin.
Caleb showing you his strength there. DeRozan, no pushover.
Fox looking for more, and he's got it.
His confidence is going to start to grow, obviously, and he's going to become more and more of a problem.
And Ellis running right into the
soft touch.
10 of his 31 in the quarter for De'Aaron Fox. 4-point game. And Maxey back.
Ball.
Maxey saying all good, all good. DeRozan, Drummond way up for that rebound. And then might have gotten away with a little push there on Keon Ellis, but Ellis might have gotten away with a reach. Brown furious. See if the Sixers can take advantage. Maxey off the PG screen. Tyrese! This is Keon Ellis, shadowed by Eric Gordon. Malik Monk, reset triple, halfway down, and it pops back.
Up on that Malik Monk attempt.
Kings have missed their last 9 3-point attempts. Tyrese Maxey, meanwhile, has hit 3+ threes in 10 straight now. Eric Gordon, the runner. Eric Gordon.
Got that loose ball coming from Maxey, and then it decisively went right towards the basket.
14 tonight for Eric Gordon, and the Sixers have which he sent way back at the start of the season in November.
5 of 8 from the floor, so he's shooting real well. 3 of 6 from long range.
Malik Monk hit the brakes, and then he's fouled.
Offensive abilities. It's his decision-making.
Savings. To learn more. 84, just under 6 minutes to play. Maxey, the hesitation dribble, switches to the left hand, and time. 2 coming for Tyrese. Well, as the official ticketing partner of your Philadelphia 76ers, Ticketmaster has the widest selection of seats, so you never miss a game. And we get a lot of use in January here in 2025. Tyrese 16 points and counting in the second half tonight for Tyrese Maxey. The lead back to 9 for the Sixers. Monk straight on 3, no good. Drummond the rebound.
Defending without fouling is one of our keys. No bailouts, just get a hands up and contest shots.
Sixers have done well when it comes to that on the road trip so far. Knocked off the Jazz in Utah, blew past the Blazers in Portland. Open to knock off the Kings tonight here in Sacramento. George, no. Almost knocked it in inadvertently and then tracks it down. 1 on 3, and Paul George wins the offensive rebound.
Just wanted it more than anyone else. Ooh, push off, push off.
No doubt he was exhausted at that point since he fought off 3 Kings to get another opportunity. De'Aaron Fox.
Pulled up with confidence there, and his size has very little to do with what's going to happen next. Very little effect on his shot.
He's missed 3 attempts tonight. He's 12 of 15.
There you go. There you go.
Maxey has his shot blocked. Here comes Sacramento.
Gotta get back and stop ball.
Monk keeping his dribble, laying it up, doesn't go in. 15. And Monk rattled war with the oral surgery, and he's got 15, one off of 15. Beg your pardon, Monk takes care of business at the free throw line. 103-98, final 4 to play tonight here in Sacramento. Martin, Maxey, Yabu, Paul George, and Gordon, 5 Sixers on the floor. Caleb fakes the corner 3. Driving baseline, tough fadeaway.
You said it, that was a tough fadeaway. That got interrupted, he pulls up and then had to create some separation, some space on the fly.
And Yabu knocks it away. Tyrese Maxey ahead of the fence, leading to offense for your Sixers.
Fox frustrated, he thought his ball, the officials saw it differently.
Big couple of possessions here. George, gotta be careful playing with those 5 fouls. Sabonis to Fox. This has been De'Aaron's quarter so far. Paul straight up in 35 and counting for De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, size just doesn't matter with Fox.
Paul George to inbound, 7-point Sixers lead. Maxey's got 27. George has 30. Yabu coming over to screen for him. Paul's doubles, very close to the timeline. Lost it, gets it back. Tried to fling it down to Gordon. And the Kings intercept the pass.
Gotta anticipate that pressure coming.
Paul's gotta be careful again, playing with those 5 fouls. Monk. And a whistle on the other side of the floor. Monk with 14, a perfect 6 for 6 from the line tonight. Make it... Operate from the free throw line in this 4th quarter. Stay with us, post-game live presented by Cure Auto Insurance. Amy and Mark breaking this one down. Sixers looking for their 5th consecutive victory. A lot of pressure from the Kings on defense. 5 on the shot clock. George for 3, and Ed Malloy called it. No Kelly Oubre Jr., no Joel Embiid available tonight. Kelly out with a left hand sprain. Hoping to have Joe back tomorrow night for the second half of our back-to-back down in San Francisco. George with 5. PG through the double, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
What the shot clock situation is at all times in relationship to the score.
Fox with 14 in this 4th quarter. Whips a pass out to Ellis for 3. Sacramento had him before Ellis hit that one. 2-point game. Maxey hounded and kickball by Fox. An 11-4 Kings run. First shot, Abu Selen. Short, Caleb Martin, huge rebound. Eric Gordon. Around and out. Sabonis, the opportunities missed by your Sixers there. And then it's stolen away by Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers. Man, as you said, Sabonis used to have such sure hands.
Yeah, he looks kind of off a little bit today when it comes to possessing the basketball. He's lost it on a number of occasions. Like that.
Maxey loses it. DeMar DeRozan late. A 9-0 Kings run. It is deafening in here. Entire building on its feet. Maxey back to his right, flings it up, and off it goes. Kings with a chance to take the seconds to play. Monk splitting the defense, blocked by Abu Sele. Let's see.
Now the crowd's starting to get lathered up here. You have to maintain your composure. You have to keep your wits about you. Watch Maxey trying to split the 2 defenders. That leads to a turnover. Up in that stop action. They've got to be precise.
And it comes to Martin. Hands off to George. PG turning the corner. Lost it. And the Kings have another steal. Sixers will go for the steal, and then they're going to have to foul. Kings playing keep away here with this 2-point lead. And the Sixers almost had the steal, and then Sabonis picks it up. Still not fouling. Still not fouling. And then, very
they had it on that loose ball, but then Monk just trying to pass the time now gets to the back.
Into San Francisco tomorrow. Monk hits the first. Now Monk does just Lowry to inbound. And the Sixers turn it over one more time. And then DeRozan.
Piece of his mind.
He's lead to 5. Coach Doug Christie, 5.1 away from his second win as head coach of the team he suited up for. And DeRozan pushes. Tyrese Maxey dribbling out the clock. And that will do it tonight. The Kings end tonight's contest on a 15-0 run to earn Doug Christie his second consecutive win. Final score tonight out here in Sacramento, 113-107 Kings.
Tough one, especially the way this trip has been going. You were kind of hoping to build on past successes, but every once in a while you